Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Web3 Investing back after a long time. It feels like forever. It's really been 11 months since my last videos. I know time flies really fast in this crazy world, and I was gone for a while as I started a new job at OKX. Definitely go check out our new campaigns. But I figured with everything that's happening, I'll just try making weekly videos again, at least until next SmartCon. I also ordered a new camera that will be for next video for those who miss my face. Probably no one. If you're new here and you need a refresher, this channel is all about diving into smart investments in blockchain and crypto with a not so subtle focus on Chainlink, because let's be real, it's one of those projects that's just been non-stop building the future of DeFi. So I've been hands down with live stuff, but man, the updates piling up on Chainlink have me fired up. So today we're talking the current state of Chainlink. Grab a coffee, settle in, because we're going over a lot. First off, let's set the scene. Chainlink is the Oracle network connecting blockchains to real-world data, making sure smart contracts aren't just guessing games. And in the last few months, especially since those spot Chainlink ETFs launched back in December 2025, things are actually heating up. You know how Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs brought in billions? Well, Chainlink is following suit, but in its own more chill way. According to data from Soso Value, these US-based spot link ETFs have seen net inflows every single week since launch, with no outflows at all. We're talking consistent 2 to 5 million bumps weekly, which might not sound massive, but at least it's solid. Right now, they're holding about 1.26% of Link's total market cap, so that means that institutional money is still trickling in, but in a rather steady pace, as you can see in the inflows here. Speaking of institutions, let's jump into some of the bigger partnerships and the news of the last month. Let's start with Robinhood, as they selected Chainlink as their official oracle for their new Robinhood Chain. This is a layer 2 network built on Arbitrum, all geared towards tokenized assets. Chainlink's been powering the data feeds, interoperability, and even compliance stuff, so developers can build real financial apps without all the headaches. Imagine trading tokenized stocks or whatever on Robinhood, all secured by Chainlink's tech. It's a pretty huge vote of confidence from a mainstream player like Robinhood. Another major player is the Bank of England, the actual central bank. Chainlink's been selected to participate in their Synchronisation lab, where they're testing synchronized settlements between central bank money and on-chain securities. Chainlink has been stepping in as a decentralized solution provider to execute these settlements with securities issued on a DTL ledger. This is a kind of platform for industry folks to demo real use cases and figure out business models for synchronization. It's a good move towards bringing the UK financial system on-chain, modernizing their real-time gross settlements with blockchain, and it's great that the Bank of England's handpicking Chainlink for this, although personally I think England in general still has some large steps to make to catch up compared to other countries when it comes to blockchain. Another cool news item comes from Ondo Finance. They've known to have worked with Chainlink already, and they're crushing it in tokenized real-world assets. They've now tapped Chainlink as their official data provider for tokenized equities. This means that DeFi protocols can now price in Ondo's assets like tokenized stocks with top-notch accuracy. Ondo's got over 300 million in TVL for things like tokenized US stocks and ETFs, and Chainlink's custom price feeds handle all the corporate actions, dividends, you name it. Picture using tokenized Tesla shares as collateral in a loan, and Chainlink makes that reliable. Next up is Polymarket. They've just rolled out these new 5-minute crypto markets, and guess who's powering the real-time price data? Of course, is Chainlink's data streams. This is for ultra short-term trading, resolving events super fast without relying on centralized providers, and this low latency is perfect for high-frequency stuff in Web3. Polymarket's already big on prediction markets, and this tightens the feedback loops on price movements. Fast markets meet fast data, as they put it here on screen, and I couldn't agree more. This brings us to Canton Network. Last year, they already announced a collaboration with Chainlink, but now they've fully adopted Chainlink standards for data and interoperability. Keep in mind, Canton is already processing around $350 billion daily, and now they've fully adopted the Chainlink standards for data and interoperability. We're talking data streams for 24/7 equities, smart data for NAV and AUM, proof reserves, and CCIP. Leading apps in our ecosystem like BitSafe and Ondo Finance are live in production using Chainlink. Also interesting to mention, CBDC, the first wrapped Bitcoin asset on Canton, also now runs on Chainlink's proof of reserve. Let's go to the United States of America. On the regulatory front, things are looking up too. Taylor Lindman, who was actually the Deputy General Counsel at Chainlink for 5 years, just got appointed as the chief counsel of the SEC's crypto task force under crypto mom Hester Pierce. Taylor is deep in smart contracts and oracles, so having someone like him shaping policy is hopefully a game changer for clearer, more practical regulations in the US. And Chainlink, of course, gave him a shout out. Sergey Nazarov, the man you all probably know, CEO and co-founder of Chainlink, also got appointed to the CFTC's Innovation Advisory Committee. There's a commodity futures trading commission overseeing derivatives and such, and Sergey's voice here means that Chainlink's insights are now influencing how crypto integrates with traditional markets. So I'm pretty stoked to see our man here as well making such big moves. Even on the trading side, CME Group, the world's biggest derivatives exchange, is now launching 24/7 trading for crypto futures, also including Link token. Starting on May the 29th, you can now go full degen mode on CME as well. To finalize our news for this week's update, we've got the Chainlink Reserve. Just the other day, they accumulated over 129,000 Link, worth about 1.19 million, bringing the total holdings to 2.3 million Link. This reserve uses revenue from enterprises and on-chain services to support the network long term. You can compare it to Chainlink building its own war chest for sustainability. So, a lot of cool things are happening behind the scenes, despite the world being on fire right now, and the markets are not looking so great. Just remember that this is all temporary, and the fundamentals are unfazed by this. Chainlink's tech is proven with over $28 trillion enabled already, with partnerships that just keep stacking on a weekly base. Before I go, last but definitely not least, a big shout out to my good friend Link Panda. He's been on a mission to capture all the OG Link Marines in one epic image. It's like a collage of all the diehards who have been in the trenches since the early days. Check it out, give him a follow. It's a fun reminder of the community that's kept all of this going. Alright, that's where Chainlink stands today. It's definitely still thriving despite the price action, and it's positioned for a massive growth. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe if you want. You can drop a comment. I'm very curious what got you the most bullish on Chainlink right now. Let's spread some positivity. I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully next week, and yeah, have a great day.